No,
and to that we have heard no answer except eloquent silence or rhetoric.
Yeah, there is very little in terms of a substantive answer from the BJP tonight, with greatest of respect to Nirmala Sitharaman. Because
if you allow me, I can give it, no?
No, because I want to make one counter. Sabha wanted to make a counterpoint, but I want to ask tonight, what is Mr. Advani complaining about? Because when Rajnath Singh picked a team in 2007, where he dropped Modi and Jaitley Sabha, I remember at that time Advani said, I told Rajnath to take his own decision. At that time, Advani said, who is all fire and brimstone today, Advani then said, I told Rajnath to take his own decision. But that time he was not getting involved in the dropping of Modi.
So the reality is, yes, absolutely. In fact, Arnab, in fact, I'll elaborate this further. Although, you know, it looks bad when a veteran like Advani is attacked in this manner. But let's face it, even Advani had a personal agenda.
Of course.
And there were other leaders who were using him because they had their personal agendas.
Yes.
In a Modi dispensation, what is the future of Venkaiah Naidu? What is the future of Anant Kumar? And indeed, let us ask, what kind of a future does Sushma Swaraj have? Modi has known to be very ruthless in the way he deals with people who oppose him. Modi has, so that others are also using him. So personal agendas are on all sides over here. The other thing I want to say, the fact that they have offered no compromise to Advani, which I am not surprised about, also tells you that the BJP currently will be micromanaged from Gandhinagar. This is a gamble that the BJP has taken. It goes against political logic, but they have decided to go with this sort of idea of the strong leader, whether it works or fails. And Advani and all of these people are the collateral damage in the process, and there will be others also. You know, look at the tweet that Mr. Modi put out today first. If I remember the words correctly, he said, I ask Advani ji to respect the emotions of the cadre. I mean, there is a double meaning in that. On the one hand, it appears that he's saying, take back your resignation. But what emotion of the cadre is he talking about? The emotion that is for Narendra Modi also. Well, so it's a very, very interesting dynamic situation.
Well, I thank Dr. Singhvi at this point for joining us. I know he has to go. Thank you, Dr. Singhvi, for joining us so far in this debate. And I'm joined right now by Sanjay Jha, who joins the debate. You know, Sanjay Jha, multiple issues come forth since your party has a lot of experience in handling this level of top-level dissent. And just before you came in, Nirmala Sitharaman said that the Congress party has experience in rebellion because it locked up a party president in a bathroom while trying to get somebody else to usurp the party. These were her words, not mine. So, you know, given the experience that the Congress party has in dissent at the top level, what is your advice for the BJP leadership? Given your experience, your party's first-hand experience of handling these messy and uncomfortable situations.
Arnav, first, you know, I have always been used to watching NewsHour as a NewsHour with Arnav Goswami. But today it has become NewsHour with Nirmala Sitharaman. So I think you are being threatened at your own chair today. The second point is the fact that I would not be surprised if Ravi Shankar Prasad holds a press conference tomorrow and demands Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's resignation for the current crisis in the BJP. I'm stunned as to how Nirmala Sitharaman, instead of accepting a reality head-on, is even now trying to divert the issue to the Congress. For God's sake, let us not assume that the people of India and the innumerable people who watch this program are gullible fools. The simple point, and I'm going to ask one question. Arnav, I don't want to ask any question to Nirmala because, you know, she gets very agitated. The question I'm going to ask you here is that something that the people of this country are asking. A lot of people asked me this question in Delhi before I boarded my flight to Mumbai. Did Narendra Modi lie to the people of India when he tweeted immediately at 3:30 or 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon that he had the blessings of L.K. Advani? I think that's a fundamental question. Did Narendra Modi, a man who's pretending to have claims to the big throne in Delhi, did he lie to the people of India when he said he had the blessings of L.K. Advani? Today's events actually established to the contrary. This is something that the people of India are asking, because there is a man who's taken this posture, this whole position, and I'm not going to be politically correct here. This is not just the Congress party that's asking, this is what the people of this country will want to know. That are we here getting into a world where all kinds of deceit, camouflage and subterfuge is
Does Sanjay Jha remember the fact? Does Sanjay Jha remember that on a terrific autumn, I think in the year 1998, a person called Sitaram Kesri, who was fighting for his own relevance, claimed he still had the blessings of Sonia Gandhi. Does Sanjay Jha remember that Sitaram Kesri, sitting in his residence on Purana Killa Road, used to tell everyone that Sonia Gandhi wants me to be the president of the Congress party? Or have you conveniently forgotten that? Have you conveniently forgotten that?
Arnab, that doesn't answer my question.
No, what I'm asking you about your first-hand experience in Sabha as a counterpoint to make Sabha.
There are multiple...
Sabha. No. You dodged my question.
Interpretations of all those events.
Sabha.
My question here today is right now.
Come on.
There's an event that happened yesterday.
Arnab,
The entire
Arnab,
country
Sabha,
covered it.
please, before I go to the break.
I want to ask this question: that is this the kind of leadership that this country
Arnab,
needs to even discuss?
No. Arnab is scared of my sister.
Arnab,
in fact,
while
he's very scared.
Sanjay, if you give me a chance.
Arnab,
One second. Sabha wants to add something. I'm coming to Nirmala after that before I go to the break and before I let you go, Sabha,
No, I just
Nirmala, I
want to
will
say
come
two
to you.
things. Well, Arnab, you will be happy to know that while we are talking over here, I've got an SMS from a Congress General Secretary with the message that Sitaram Kesri and PV Narasimha Rao did not dissent about the decision like Advani. They're watching your news hour. Secondly, I just want to say it's not going to be so simple because Advani can keep on writing blogs, will keep on making comments which will embarrass the BJP as it moves ahead. So there is some damage he can inflict on the BJP.
And
at least in media debates, even if there is this great upsurge for the cadre.
One question.
So this is 2 points because since I got this SMS, I got one SMS from a BJP leader just now, and now I've got one from a Congress guy.
I also have received an SMS since we are all exchanging SMSs. I have received an SMS which I want to share with Nirmala Sitharaman. Before you go, because a lot of people seem to be watching the news hour tonight, and I'm sorry, Nirmala, but a lot of people seem to be, wondering why the BJP has landed itself in such a spectacle tonight. Another of our viewers' SMSs that incidentally the BJP's irony is that its strong leader Modi is the new champion over Loha Purush Advani. Too many strong men spoil the broth.
Arnab, can I please, on behalf of BJP, put forth some replies for several of these 6 panelists who are asking me questions? And for the Congress spokesperson who seemed to have joined late, having not heard half the debate, for having asked questions which are already answered earlier, and to try to sensationalize something, I think I do not even want to add credibility to the kind of allegations he's throwing. Is he suggesting that people are lying? I think Congress should come into a debate wanting to hear and wanting to also reply, rather than sensationalize half-baked theories which they can throw, and sharing some information with earlier participant who was here would have served the current spokesperson
let's
much
come to the
better
point,
than to come in
Mr. Advani was talking about internal cohesion and putting up a united front. It's not us. Mr. Advani
That's one thing. Arnab, hold on, Arnab. I'm sure you're flooded with SMSs, and also your homework says a lot of things.
Thank you very much
When
for appreciating
6 participants are, when 6 persons are asking me questions, and the issue is pertaining to BJP, I will certainly have the time to answer it. If that is being mocked at, it just grudges the Congress's mind that why is this time being given for the BJP? So let's understand that the debate is on a BJP leader. I'm here to represent my party against 6 people who are asking me questions. So it's natural that I'll have to speak. Let that be taken in perspective. Then somebody spoke about people, BJP taking a decision and so on. Let me remind you, weren't there enough debates, and rightly so, in the media, saying why is the BJP taking so much time in deciding something which has been the voice of the people, pulse of the cadre and so on? We are taking our decisions in due time.
The question is not about your decisions. The question is not about your decisions. The question is that when you don't want counter questions, Nirmala Sitharaman, on this program, you know that Mr. Sitharaman, I cannot offer.
But you're reading my mind.
No, Ms. Sitharaman, be open to questions. Be open to questions, Ms. Sitharaman. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Ms. Sitharaman.
I'm willing to answer your questions, Arnab, but you must allow for the viewers' sake.
Ms. Sitharaman,
you must allow for the viewers' sake.
For the viewers' sake.
My answers.
For the viewers' sake.
You don't read my mind.
You have answered in length.
Your viewers can't.
You have answered in length. Viewers have heard you, but viewers want to know. Viewers want to know one question, and on behalf of the viewers, I put that question to you, Ms. Sitharaman. On behalf of
Yes.
the viewers, I put that question to you, that at the BJP conclave
Ask me.
in March 2013, L.K. Advani said this. I will now quote L.K. Advani to you. Please hear me out for a minute.
Please do.
L.K. Advani says, we must recognize that internal cohesion, especially at the top levels of the organization, sustains internal democracy. If internal cohesion is allowed to be weakened by lack of internal discipline, my God, this is Advani speaking, which has always been the hallmark of the BJP and the Jana Sangh. The party begins to project an image of an organization suffering from internal differences. This is Mr. Advani in March. What happened to Mr. Advani in June? In 3 months, these words come back to haunt Mr. Advani. It would appear today that a critique of Mr. Advani, a critic of Mr. Advani's actions, a Congress person would describe what is happening in the BJP in the manner that Advani described the potential of lack of internal cohesion in the BJP in March. Nirmala Sitharaman, these are the words of the leader who has turned into a rebel in your party. And you know that you are embarrassed for it. You know this is a spectacle. You have to put up a front, but you know that this is a spectacle that the people of this country are watching. Ms. Sitharaman, it's not a spectacle.
Allow
I'm
me
sure
to
you're
give you a
happy
very
to
quick
defend.
reply.
I'm sure you are also not happy to defend the spectacle. But it is a spectacle. It is a spectacle.
But can I please? Will you allow me a retort for it?
Yes, but please come to the point. The point is this. Yes.
Can I say something, Arnab?
Yes, Ms. Sitharaman. Mr. Advani's comments.
Yes, I've heard you say that, and I've also heard you order me come to the point. That's exactly
Well,
what
I'm
I want to do.
asking you to. I'm not ordering you. I'm requesting
Yes,
you to
you
come
said.
to the point.
Well,
Well, I'm requesting
I
you to
also
come to the
read
point.
minds. I also read minds.
Well, I'm not
I
a
also
mind
read
reader.
minds. I also read the body language. Come to the point.
Yes, I requested you to come to the point.
I am coming to the point. Permit
Thank you.
me.
Thank you.
Permit me. Permit me. Advani ji's speech March 2013, Advani's letter today are all very serious issues for the BJP.
It's not.
We will take it seriously.
Well,
We will answer them internally, and we'll also try to talk to him about those differences, and we will, if there is a need, change course correction will be made, or whatever corrections will have to be brought. That is completely our internal affair, and we'll do it.
well.
But what I would want to respond to Dr. Singhvi before he left was to say, substantial points have been raised by Shri Advani. Substantial points indeed. And we are a party who will answer, work on those substantial points
Well-
of not just today's letter, but also of March. But does substantial debates happen within the Congress? Never. People fall in line with a dictatorial leadership, and that is considered to be a complete
Can I-
discipline. That's the
Well,
way
we are
in
going
which
into a break.
Stalinist party will work.
We're going
not
into
a
a
party
break.
like BJP.
Arnab, I
We're
want to
going into a
answer that.
break. Stay on with us. The debate continues. Nirmala Sitharaman has to go, but Jayanta Ghoshal. Okay, Jayanta Ghoshal, quickly,
Arnab.
before the break. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Jayanta.
Because Arnab, Nirmala is spokesperson of the party, we cannot forget it. But as a political commentator and the onlooker of Advani's politics for last 30 years, I am telling you what you have shown the later, this RSS and BJP coordination. I am telling you today the power struggle, whatever you are saying, it is not only the conflict between Modi
Yes.
and Advani, it's more Advani versus RSS.
Well, okay, we are
RSS
going to
is
come
the
into that
remote
point of why it
control
is Advani versus RSS.